Hello, I am Momodu Ehiz. I'm a poet, a spoken word artist, and I will perform a poem for you, titled Out of Being a Man. I never was a daddy's boy, like having chocolates to pamper my milk teeth and coil around the mass of hard flesh, preventing his bones from the rising scars of not being a man once. As we sit underneath shadows of envious leaves, holding themselves into a shade over our fears, me learning how to grow, and dad drafting that stern man I must grow to be. Moments like that never came. There were no trees, no embrace, nor leaves. There was just a grave-sized room housing one man and 4 men to be, and one always silenced woman, learning how to be a no human amidst 5 animal-like male beings. She had nothing to think than embracing the torrid tears of the room when it was privilege, a chance to mourn its flooded usage, my dad would always say. And this woman, she was my mom. So every morning, after routines of unsalaried duties, she would sit in Devil's rejected mournful eyes, waiting the birth of the evening so she can clean the rotten sore crested on his forehead by other men's deeds. With boots and punches over flooding the flesh on her face, she weeps in the dying laughter. She no longer felt the pains that waved along tears because she cried every day. My mother made songs every day. So one night, cold to my bones depth, like a child visiting the scene of a beast feasting life out his mother's bones, I crept to the corner where she finds peace in her tears and extended my hands to cup a part of the flow, but she gripped my hands like it was a last battle with breath and squeezed back into her heavens. Then dad walked in. He looked at me like a lost boy and shouted, "Son, that is not how to be a man." Scaring the coming baby back into the womb. So to be a man, my dad said, is holding the world on my chest and turn it all around my choice, and learn to cry at that part of time when devil makes his alphabet, when one can then kill his heart for raising blank flags a day, and no one, not a woman he stressed, must see men cry. So I knew everything about being the bearer of an erecting ego, and races the word she and uses he for she and he, and speaks in the he voice to the his, and listens alone to the rhythm of the his, and knew nothing about being a man. And with these stories, society rapes our minds and tells us real men don't cry because they only learn how to canvas with stones, and cannot be women enough and listen to the word when it cries, and mop its eyes and weep and tell stories, and ally with peace against war, and stop building civilization of beard, Egypt and Rome. So to them I say right now, I'm out of being a man. Thank you. The spoken word industry is becoming a very vibrant one now in the country, and my advice would be that we go back to our tables and ask ourselves, why do we do art? Why are we involved in spoken word? Why poetry? For me, poetry is an agent for social change. It is this unique platform, this genre of literature that gives you the ability to speak and review the ills in society, and for me this is what spoken word or poetry is. So my advice to poets, upcoming there and professionals, is to use this unique genre as a means to transform society, which I think is absolutely possible.